Hey, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to Mark's Family Cooking. Cooking outside today. It is autumn, but it's a beautiful day. I feel a bit like Keith Floyd cooking outside, so I will raise a glass to the legend that is Keith Floyd. Today we are cooking chicken shawarma. I've got my barbecue fired up in the background to do it. We're cooking it outdoors on some coals. I've got a full chimney of coals on the go. We're going to be using juicy chicken thighs, which are going to be cooking low and slow to make our chicken shawarma. Let's get into it. Let's get going. I hope you enjoy the video. So add 600 grams of chicken thighs to a bowl, and then add 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, grind up 1 clove and 1 cardamon pod, and you want a quarter of a grated nutmeg. Add to that 1 tablespoon of salt, and then drizzle over about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and make sure you give everything a good mix together with your hands, being sure to use some hand wash afterwards because you're handling raw chicken. Cover your chicken up. In an ideal world, it needs to go in there for 24 hours, but it needs a good few hours at least to marinate. Now my chicken's been marinated for a good few hours, it's time to get them on some skewers so I can get them cooking on the grill. So this is how we're going to do it. So with my chicken thighs, I'm going to lay them out, stick some sliced onion in between, and then lay another thigh on top, making sure you tuck in any sort of bits that are poking out. Again, another layer, another chicken breast, another chicken thigh, some more onion, and just keep doing this until you've then used up all of your chicken. Now that I've got my chicken stacked, I want to secure it with these skewers. So I'm going to put a couple in, make sure it goes right the way through. I'm going to put another one here on the end. One thing about these are actually proper sharp, so they do go through nice and easy. And I'm just going to stick one more in the middle, and then just lay it over, and then make sure you just push the skewers through so you then come out and they are sticking out of the bottom of your chicken. That's it. Let's put the other one through. And that is now nicely held in place, ready to go on to the barbecue. My coals are now ready to lay out into the barbecue. What you want to do is get 2 small fires, and you're going to be placing your chicken either side of those 2 small fires. So it's almost like sort of a semi-indirect cook. So I've got them out there, move that out the way. All I want to do now is just split these up into two fires. So use some tongs. These are my fire gloves, which were given to me by a fireman. So I've got my 2 fires set up. I'm just going to stick grills in between it for me to put my chicken right there in the middle. This is going to take about 2.5 to 3 hours to cook through. So I've got my chicken in my skewers right in between those 2 fires, aiming for a temperature in my grill of about 150, and I'm going to cook this, keep turning the chicken till it is cooked to at least 75 degrees Celsius all the way through. So let's close that bad boy up. We're going to keep turning it and keeping an eye on it. So while my chicken shawarma is cooking, if you like the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and do hit subscribe to make sure you subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to get notifications. If you're serious about cooking outdoors, then I highly recommend you buy this book, Seared by Genevieve Taylor. It breaks down how you cook meat, whether it's quick and fast and hot, or whether it's low and slow on the barbecue. And it explains it so well. This is what's inspired the recipe today. So check this book out. Really great book, a really good bedtime read as well, if you just want to learn about cooking meat and the structures of meat and how you cook it on the barbecue. So check it out. My chicken shawarma has now had a good couple of hours on the grill, so I just want to show you how it's going and what I'm going to be doing next. So my chicken has reached an internal temperature of 75 degrees Celsius. It's actually a bit over that. So what I've done, I've moved it completely away from the grill, still got my fire going, and a chicken shawarma wouldn't be complete without some chips. So what I'm going to do is I've put the coals together, and on the side of them I'm just going to add this sort of wire mesh of frozen chips. So I'm just going to put them to the side, close that back up and leave it until we're done. So to complete my chicken shawarma, I'm going to add one more thing to the grill: hot dog sausages. I'm just going to add one of these to each of the wraps that I'm going to be doing, and all I'm going to do when my chips finish off, I'm just going to put a sausage per person onto the grill just to heat through, and then we're ready for building our shawarmas. Okay, so everything is now cooked. It's now time to assemble my shawarma. So my chicken is nice and done. All I need to do is pull out these skewers, which just slide out, put them to one side. It's now time to carve up my chicken. Got a nice sharp knife, and just carve through these lovely pieces. You've got the onion, you've got the herbs and the spices. So get this carved up. Smells absolutely amazing. Okay, put that to one side. I've got these amazing naan breads which I got from Aldi, absolutely huge. I've heated them up on the grill. So I'm going to put in some lettuce. Nice dollop of lettuce in there. Cut of tomatoes. Just some sliced tomatoes. I'm going to just use mayonnaise for mine. Good squirt of mayo. Then I'm going to add in one of my hot dog sausages, and then a good handful of my shawarma, of my chicken meat. Got some of those lovely onions from in between as well, and I am going to add a handful of chips in there as well. All you need to then do is just roll this up, and it is as simple as that. That is your chicken shawarma. The proof is in the pudding, so let's give it a try. Looks absolutely amazing. The chicken is tender, you've got the spices, lovely cooling mayonnaise. Delicious. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please like the video if you think it's any good. Check me out on the socials, on Facebook and Instagram as Mark's Family Cooking. Thanks for watching. Get cooking. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. See you again soon.